Hello, it's Weekend Handicapper from weekendhandicapper.com. In this video, I'm going to give you a simple way to increase your profits at the racetrack. You know, a lot of times we're enamored by those big payouts and those searching for those big scores, and we get caught up in wanting to make a lot of money, which is great. But sometimes I think we, myself included, lose focus on simple things that can really increase our profits. I remember back when I was in grad school, this was probably 2009, somewhere around there, 2008, 2009. I think it was 2009, I'm almost certain. It was when Hollywood Park in Southern California was still around. And they had this, and it was wintertime. I know it was cold where I was. I do know that. So I think it was in December playing Hollywood Park. And I remember typing that paper up for grad school, but of course I always have the races on and always have the ADW logged in. And so Hollywood Park, it looked like it was going to be a chalky day, the pick four. And at that time, that particular race meet, Joel Rosario was racing out of his mind. He was winning everything. So I said, all right, what the hell? You know, I'm sitting there working on my paper, typing my paper up for my graduate class. And I said, I'll play a little pick four. But it was going to be chalky. So usually I stay away from chalky pick fours. But what if I play a small ticket, play almost every Joel Rosario horse in this pick four, and bet it multiple times? And so what happened? So I created a ticket. It was a $2 ticket. So I had I had two horses in the first leg. Buy one, let me get my fingers right. Two, buy one. So that's a $2. I was played it for $1. So that's a $2 ticket right there, because I had two horses in the first leg and just one horse in the next legs. And lo and behold, it came through, but it only paid like $25. So that is not a great payout for a pick four, especially back then. You know, pick fours, this is before the pick five was around. So pick fours paid a lot more than they do now. But even back then, $25 was, but here's the thing. I only spent $2 on one ticket, but I had it multiple times. I did it for $20. So I had it for 10 times the amount, and it paid $25. So that's $250 while I was typing out a paper for my master's class that I was in, my graduate work that I was doing. So, you know, I always think about that a lot of times. You know, I get sucked into wanting to, I look at those payouts and the double pulls or exactas, and I'm trying to get these big high paying exactas or doubles, or I'm structuring my tickets in a way to try to really make a big time score in the pick fours or pick fives. That's a great way to play. But if your opinion is so strong on just a limited amount of combinations that's going to happen, or scenarios that's going to occur that you think that will occur, then bet it multiple times. And that's a simple way to increase your profits. I took a very chalky pick four sequence back in the day and made the most of it by hammering it, having it multiple times. So that's what I want to talk about in this video. Is if your opinion is strong on a combination of, well, not just one horse, I'm talking about exotics, of course, win bets. If you have if you like a certain horse and it's paying fair value or good value, you're getting some good odds on that horse, hammer that horse. That's for sure. But definitely in the exotics, if you think you're going to be right, your combinations, the way you see this race playing out is going to be right, then have it multiple times. That's a very simple way to increase your profits at the racetrack. You know, if the probability of these long shot horses finishing first in a pick four sequence, you know, that's tough. Doesn't mean you should never bet that way. Matter of fact, you should bet it most often. Those kind of thinking outside the box, thinking differently from the crowd. But don't be afraid to have certain combinations that you're very confident in multiple times. So if you like a Zacta that's paying 15 bucks and you don't think anybody else can finish 1 and 2 as much as that Zacta, then back your opinion and have that multiple times. If you really like 2 horses in consecutive races for the double and it's paying 20 bucks, 25 bucks, well, you don't have to spread that much more. Just be confident, back up your opinions multiple times on that particular double combination. So try that out sometimes. I'm not saying bet chalk all the time like I did back in 2009 or whenever at Hollywood Park. But hey, look, for $2 each, for a $2 ticket and have it multiple times, I got a great return on my money, and I hardly took on any risk. So look for scenarios like that. I'm not saying that's a constant way to play, but don't be afraid to hammer those combinations that you really like instead of spreading so much on horses that you don't really have that much confidence in. You just like the payouts or the what if scenario of what that particular combination is going to return. So don't be afraid to back up your opinions. Have your combinations multiple times. That could be just as profitable as taking a shot in the dark and getting a big lucrative score. So we got to have both of them in our arsenal, in our toolbox when we handicap and bet. Having certain combinations multiple times in certain situations calls for, I need to spread, I need to find and hope I get lucky with a high paying horse. So both of them are useful. You should use them in the right situations, but do not be afraid to have your combinations multiple times so you can not only cash that ticket once, but you can cash it multiple times and you'll still profit. All right, if you like this video, hit that like button. If you hadn't already, hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you can get all the latest tips, tools, and resources to weekendhandicapper.com. Until next time, happy handicapping, smart wagering.